Good afternoon. It is December the 12th, 2016. Time to wrap up our trading for today. We had a 59.61 sell leading up against the overnight session high. We came in. We wanted to buy 51s to 49s, and we just touched the top of it right here. This led to our first trade of the day, which was a winner. I still like the market, although the market had sold down to here. We got a buy signal. That one was a loser. And then we just kind of go into chop. There's just nothing here. And then finally, 4 trades later, this trade produces a pretty nice winner. Then we're back into chop. So the moves happen quickly. They usually happen early. You got to be in very close to the opening to be able to profit from this. It was Monday. Mondays are usually pretty quiet when there's no news. There was no news to drive the trading. Plus, it's FOMC week. And FOMC week tends to dampen the market. Stock market's tendency is to rally into the FOMC announcement. And usually you start to see that about midday tomorrow. So we have a higher low on the F1 screen, a higher high that says look for a place to buy it. Favors the buy side. Looking at the F2 screen. Definitely a B in an up market. That's long liquidation when you get a B. If it were new selling and long liquidation, we'd have a trend day down. So right there, if we can stay above this 2245 area, we've got a chance to make a winning trade. And then you can see right here the low volume number, unless we get down below 2230. I think it's right there at 42, say 43. So 43.45 ought to be reasonable support. Okay, looking at the news tomorrow, we have import-export prices. The FOMC meeting starts, 30-year auction, and NFIB Small Business Optimism Index. So essentially no news tomorrow. Big news will be 30-year bond auction for the treasuries. Right now, 54.56, sell 1. 59.61, sell 2. Because we have a B, I'm going to play for a little bit lower prices. 45.47, buy 1. 40.42, buy 2. Looking at the note, which is where the hedge is established. It's not in the 30-year, so this is where all the volume is. Lower high, lower low, find a place to sell it. It's a 30-year auction. That kind of messes things up. I think a rumor fact trading situation is coming on Wednesday when they do raise interest rates, that there'll be a relief rally. Tomorrow, I think they're going to have a hard time moving the paper if they sell it, so I'd still, like today, favor buying into weakness. See if we can't get a rally because of the 30-year auction. We have a tail. We have range extension. We have a P of some sorts. 2 distributions up. So this structure says find a place to buy it. So 25 to 29. Very, very aggressive. We'll start out in London looking for 21 to 25. But can pay as high as 29. Put a question mark by it. And then 13 to 17 for buy 2. On the sell side, basically we're going to sell the buck to 04 and 7 to 11. Like the buy side better than the sell because of the 30-year auction. Y'all didn't get hear Henry doing his job. The carpet cleaners came. He's somewhat territorial, but he fancies himself a watchdog, and he's in the backyard still barking at these guys. Just doing his job. Clean break in the market at 48.08. So we got support at 4 to 8. Buying 29s to 01s. And we'll make it 17s to 21s for buy 2. On the sell side, 20 to 24. 27 to 31, sell 1. 3 to 7, sell 2. We are in a bear market. Looking at gold, lower high, lower low, risk off investments are out of favor. Hell, the stock market's going up. You don't need to own gold. If you do, the Indian government will just take it from you, right? So here we are, 65, 67, just come right inside today's high. 69.71, sell 2. On the buy side, 55, 57, and it's probably going to have to pay up. 59.61, buy 1. And 55, 57, buy 2. We'll work it that way with signals from the software. Looking at crude oil, we've got this gap. We came right up against it right there on the F1 screen. So obviously the screen says find a place to buy it because we are higher. Looking at the F2 screen, a B behind us, a move out of the middle and K period. So we've got this gap from the other day down at 51.67. We've closed this gap up here where the high was, so they would like to do that also. So the first sell will be 75 to 53 evens, sell 1. Then 25 to 50, sell 2. On the buy side, 52 even, 52 and a quarter. Then 51.50, 51.75 for buy 2. This OPEC cut in production is a great step in the right direction, but America did not sign on to that, and that's the problem. But again, in my best non-capitalist fashion, if I were going to put Russia and the Middle East in their place and stop all that money that we send over there from coming back to us in the forms of a tax, funding all those indoctrination churches around the globe, those mosques that are put out there with the express purpose of conquering us from inside, I would put a surtax on imported oil. And make sure that my industry could produce the oil from North America, which is more expensive, and would be a strategic defense maneuver. It would not be a capitalist movement, and I would be excoriated by the capitalist press for a lot of the right reasons. But that's what I would do to stop all this trouble that comes out of Russia and the Middle East. And if you look at where all the world's problems that we experience today emanated from 1917 in Russia. Russia trained all these people in the Middle East, or Eastern Germany did, and all these techniques, and it does not stop. And the reason it doesn't stop now is because they got the money. Okay, barely a higher low on the euro, and we do have a higher high, so this favors a retest of today's highs and our higher prices. Don't have any problems selling into it, so we'll leave 50 to 60 sell 1, and 75 sell 2. The buy side, the break here is at 25 to 30, so 25 to 30 buy 1. Longer term, I like the short side better than 106 even buy 2. And that's it for this December the 12th, 2016. We had a pretty good day, even though it was quiet, and ended up between crude and the E-mini making a little bit of money today when it was all said and done on trades taken in the room. And so worse things could happen to us. I will see you all bright and early in the morning. You all have a great evening. I'm out of here.